What's going on, family? I made a post in reference to saying that 1 plus 1 does not equal 2. So I want to go ahead and prove that. I understand the road is a little rocky right now. The world is in chaos. Me taking you through these different little steps here through all my videos is only to try to show you that we have a creator. We did not come from a Big Bang theory. Nothing that just boom together and made all this perfect things that we see. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop right on into it and show you how to start identifying what's real and what's not. What's the real world, what's the fake world, and how you come into an understanding of who you are by learning. We the children of the Most High, so we supposed to still be learning. We were taught when we were 18 years old, hey man, go out there, get your job, and start living your life. No, it's not what the Creator said we should do. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and hop right on into this. 1 plus 1 equals 3. How do I prove this? Well, one male, one female. They have a child. You got 3 people now. That can't be disproven by nobody. You got a 1 male, 1 female. They have a child. Now it's 3 individuals. A plus B equals C. A plus B equals C. C is A. C equals A. How do I prove that? This child came from this male who impregnated the female. So this child is really the father. Why? That's why it has his last father's last name. Even if you name the child after the female last name, she got that last name from her granddad. So the child even comes in his father's name. So now I'm finna show you through science. This is through math. Male, female equals child, 3. A plus B equals C. That's how you get your 1, 2, 3s. It's simple. ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, because this. So now I'm going to show you through science that 1 plus 1 actually equals 1. How do I prove that? Because I just said 1 plus 1 equals 3. Well, as above, so below. Our Creator, Father, Son, Holy Spirit is 1. It's a unity. So you got 1 male, you got 1 female. When they become married, guess what? They're a unit. It's 1. That's by law on earth. 1 plus 1 equals 1. You have 1 magnet. You get another magnet. You still have 1 magnet, people. How do I prove that? I got 1 magnet. Now, I still have 1 magnet, even though you see 2. And as time go on, you'll understand we live right in there between those 2 forces. And I'm going to get into that as time go on. So now that you should be able to understand that 1 plus 1 at no point in time equals 2. Now, I have another chart. Here we go. You got your left and right. got your left eye, your right eye. Got your left ear, your right ear. You got your left arm, your right arm. Got your left leg, your right leg. Got your right foot, got your left foot. 2 eyes, you see as one. 2 ears, you hear as one. Arms, you can feel, balance, hold something. 2 legs should balance the body. You got 2 feet, so you can move, and you got your foundation. So 1 foot plus 1 foot equals 1 motion. The feet move the whole body. You got 1 leg, you got another leg, they give you your balance. 1 arm, that's how you can feel. Hold something. Just going back through it so you understand exactly what I'm saying, how even in this equation, 2 equals 1. But at no point in time does 1 plus 1 equal 2. Because even right here, it takes 2 of these to see and feel whole. So at no point is it 1 plus 1 equals 2. So I hope you understand this. So we just gonna go ahead and go on to the next phase of this, which is, guess what? Catch 22. That's what the world is going through. Catch 22. What do I mean by that? You can't do what you want to do now. Literally, you cannot do what you want to do now. The whole world is in a catch-22. What is a catch-22? It's a dilemma, a circumstance. You can look it up to give you the real definition. But it's like you can't do one thing without the other happening. So you got to realize and wake up that we're in 2022. We was in 2020 vision. We was in 2020 vision for us to wake up and see. A lot of people didn't wake up. So you had 2021. What that one did, divide. What did it divide? Oh, now we finna get there, people. What did it divide? The wheat and the tares. So we got to get to a point where we realize these scriptures might be real. The wheat and the tares. He said, let them grow up together, and he'll do the separating at the end. What is separating those people? This word. What is that word? The word is the sword. And it's cut in 2 ways. It's cut in 2 ways to separate the 2 worlds. That's why you got the sword. It's separating the 2 worlds. What is the 2 worlds? We finna get it. What is the 2 worlds? Positive versus negative. That's the 2 worlds. Now you got to identify the positive and the negative in the 2 worlds. So you're going to start with music. What kind of music you listening to? It's going to help you identify what's going in you. What kind of TV shows you looking at? It's going to help you. What you doing on social media? What you looking at? Who you looking at on social media? Are they positive or are they negative? Is it helping you grow or is it keeping you slow? Whoo, I like that one. Which one it is? So, we moving, people. We moving. Time running out. Why? Because they hiding the truth. So guess what? The reason it's important to understand these things that we've been taught are not right is because once we understand 1 plus 1 equals 3. 3 is 1. How do I prove that? Father, Son, Holy Spirit. I told you people, we ain't gonna be able to get away from the Bible. We ain't gonna be able to get away from what's real. Now, the Holy Spirit gonna have to help you wake on up. That's how this go. So you got to meditate. You got to pray. There's some things you got to do. So we're going to go on to the next spot. Marriages, relationships, all that stuff finna get shaken, if not already shaken. Why? Because the Creator is waking himself up in people. So if you've been married a long time, guess what? The Creator waking your husband up or waking your wife up. He don't wake y'all up together. It's problems in your household. When it comes to the children, they see the world for the new world that they've been birthed into. So they looking at the fake world as if it's real. So that's causing a problem between parent and child. It's a battle going on, people. Because within all those wars, you got a war within yourself. Can you be the best person you want to be? You're locked between your job. You're working all these hours. You can't get off. You want to research, but that's taking too long because you need some excitement in your life. Hey, man, we're at a gridlock now, people. So the people who really want to know the truth, they finna fight through this because we're waking up realizing that we're on a plane now, people. We're on a plane. Now, at this plane, we're able to see 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock. 6 is man's number. So there go your man, there go your woman. It's important to understand we're not on a globe, people. We're not somewhere spinning off in space, going, they say the moon, that's what we need to cover. This moon. Where we stayed, it's a perfect clock. We need to call it this moon. They tell you Earth is spinning 1,000 miles per hour. 1,000 miles per hour. They tell you the moon is spinning 2,000 miles per hour. They tell you the Earth is going around the sun 66,000 miles per hour. While all the galaxy is going with 400-some thousand miles per hour. Yet we feel nothing, people. I walk outside my balcony or either out the front door every day. It looks the same every day. I never tilt. I never do none of these things. But I see this guy doing that. Just through observation. That's why he said, observe all things, people. So we finna wake up and get it. You know that don't make sense. When all through the scriptures, those people were walking on plains. When you in Africa and all that, those are long plains. Why do you think they call it even the Mediterranean Sea? Because it's a terrain. It's a plain. Nothing turns. So once you understand these things, then you understand Satan is doing his thing on earth. Because now you're starting to see the evil in high places. What is your evil in high places, people? Hey, man, we at a point where guess what? We got to call it like we see it. We know what it is. We know who's doing the lying to us. It makes sense to be afraid. It don't make sense to be afraid. It don't make sense to be afraid, because once you identify who's doing the evil, then you're going to be able to understand who working in your life, telling you the truth. All right? Satan can't tell the truth. Only our Creator can tell the truth. So what I'm trying to help you understand and see is, pay attention to who you're looking at, what you're watching. If they telling the truth, that's the Creator in them. If they lying, that's Satan and his demon in them. The hard part of this thing is people who we love and care about, they on the evil side, and they don't want to admit it. Most of them don't even know. So we got to start identifying who is evil and who is not. Only way you're going to be able to do that is understand the war within yourself. Positive and negative. Once you get more positive in your mind, you'll be able to understand who the negative is. You're going to get irritable. You ain't going to want to be around that negative. And once you identify the negative that's in evil places, oh man, you got some bricks that's finna come down now, because all the people who up top, if they the evil in high places, that means we got some problems. I mean, we need some help. They control the money. They controlling the air. They controlling the food. They controlling the business. They controlling the clothes. We got problems on earth, people. They done rearranged the Bible. They telling you that you're nobody, basically. We got problems. So, what I want you to do is look up Dane Calloway. Dane Calloway. And you look up Bro Sanchez. These two guys right here, they'll give you some entertainment. Because the entertainment that they'll give you is going to break down more lies. And as you start getting truth in you, this awakening happens. And you start feeling as if you're really somebody. You don't want attention. You want attraction. Check them out. I ain't met nobody yet who can stop Dane Calloway. He the real historian. He got the real truth on everything. Bro Sanchez, he was talking about flat earth 7-8 years ago. He got hundreds of videos over there on his page. I done sent a lot of people to him. But you got to start checking these people out. Why? Because it's the Creator that has poured his spirit out upon all flesh. And that's what's speaking through people. If you're hearing the truth, hey man, consider yourself blessed, because it's a lot of people who they don't get to hear the truth and they want to. So people waking up. So if people waking up, guess what that means? That means we at the end of the movie. What do I mean by that? Any movie that you see that starts out, it starts out slow. Because you're getting the, you're finding out what the movie's about. So that's like your Adam and your Eve. Started out slow. Your Adam and your Eve. As you keep on going, you're a little slower, a little bit more. You got Noah of them. You know what I'm saying? And then the earth is starting to move on, so you got a medium ride, I say. And that's when the Messiah was here. Then you had your dark ages. Then you had the dark ages from like 500 BC. Well, really BBYM. It's about the 1400s. And then guess what? Everything started going fast. So we down here in the fast part now. After the 1900s hit, everything going fast. So what that mean, people? It's just like a movie. You don't start waking up to the end of the movie seeing what's really going on. Now, if you came in the middle part of this movie, yeah, it can be exciting from the middle part on out. But at some point in time, you got to go back and see what happened in the beginning so you can understand what's happening in the end. So that's what I'm trying to get you to understand now, people. We can't keep going forward without you stepping back, giving yourself some days, some weeks to look back and really see what happened before you was born. Otherwise, man, you're going into a disaster. You're working your whole life away. Kids running you crazy. You don't know what the future looking like. You ain't having no fun in your life. You're trying to make some fun happen in your life. Scrolling and all that. That ain't gonna nothing. No. You got to rip everything away. Get naked here. Strip yourself here. And then the creator start increasing you. Increasing you. So, what I want to show you, Earth, that's just center north. That's just center north. It's defying gravity right now. It's cold fusion. It's defying gravity. It's creating its own energy right now. So I'm gonna send you a video. I do study under Nigel Cheese, Lindsay Harris, and most importantly, somebody asked me before, have I studied under Dr. Henry Clifford Kinley? And my answer to that is, I am still a student of his. So I know exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about Earth, and when I'm talking about the human body, and when I'm talking about what is going on in the creation. I want to show you one more thing, and then I end this video, and I'm going to follow it up with a very interesting video to back up everything that I've said. Hold on. Yeah, I don't play with it. I don't play with it, people. Now, if you take this photo here, we're going to get into this because this is going to show you how you get your hurricanes. This is going to show you a whole lot about how Earth works. So I just want to show you that I am fully prepared. And I'm going to show you how the body is the vehicle for the soul. Yeah, we got some things we got to talk about, people. Yeah, I'm ready. So just so you know, yeah, we going to talk about it, people. And I'm really ready to show y'all this. These are layers, people. Tropoplane, tropopause, ozone layer, stratoplane, stratopause, mesoplane, thermoplane. We're going to get into it, people. We just got to wake up first and realize who we are. Realize the evil in high places. Go within ourselves. Take some time out to really see what's going on. I know your personal lives probably at a because everything's going crazy up there. Well, not going crazy, it's going according to its purpose, but it's at a 19-year turn, so everything is about to flip on us. I do want to bring out one more thing. We don't have a solar eclipse till 4/20 next year. That's your 24, people. Wake up. Told you that's our signs. And then Jupiter and Mars will be close together. 529. You got Jupiter and Mars. They're gonna be real close. So that's about a 19-day window. So we gotta wake up now. It's time to wake up to the evil in high places who deceived us all our lives. That's why we in our 30s and 40s and don't know nothing. So we got to start learning. So when it comes to me, it's not a big deal if you hit like, love, share, those things. I have nothing to do with that. I just got to share what I know and hoping that it helps whoever decides to hit play. And then we just continue our journey. What journey are we on? We're on a soul journey. We're on a soul journey. Trying to find our soul. Who is our soul? Woo, we gonna get there, people. Y'all know. Y'all know. We've been friends a long time. Y'all know. So you ill. Whoa, we gonna get there. I'ma holler at you. Make sure you continue your study. Make sure you ask me anything you can if you don't understand. But most importantly, ask the Creator who is inside of you to help you understand what you want to know. And we're going to keep growing, people. Peace.
So let's get into this right here that you see on the screen. This is why 1 + 1 = 3.
Now, we can all make assumptions on how old the numbers we use on a daily basis actually are. And we can tell that a form of science called mathematics was cultivated over the years in order to decode some type of conclusion to what these numbers actually mean. But how will we ever know if these mathematicians are telling the truth when their traditional formulas to an equation are automatically deemed as a fact in compulsory educational institutions? These equations consist of many symbols surrounding these numbers, like the plus sign resembles a cross symbol. You will find these symbols on things like logos for hospitals, first aid kits, and numerous other things in common with the medical field. And even when you donate to the Red Cross for whatever reason, you will find that their logo is also a cross or a plus sign. Why is that? Well, mathematics and science works hand in hand for a particular reason. In science, the plus sign represents or indicates, quote, the confidence interval or error in a measurement, often with standard deviation. In mathematics, the plus sign represents an addition to the numbers before the sign and after the sign. So, when you look at the standard deviation in a mathematical or scientific sense, the process allows for the definition of deviation to remain firmly the exact same. So what is deviation? A departure from what is prescribed or expected. In other words, it counteracts to what is considered to be the norm by literally campaigning against what is normal. You will also find the plus sign throughout various religious symbolism, like churches, chapels, and even the Holy Cross, for example. So, what does a cross mean and represent? A cross is an intersection, a horizontal point that meets with a vertical point, or vice versa. Quote, two bars which intersects one another at right angles. A Passover. A cross is religiously represented as a visual symbol of Christ, depicting the cause of death of their religious leader, which was crucifixion. This symbol is most commonly used throughout all of the many denominations of the Catholic Christianity societies and can be titled as a variety of different styles of crosses. For example, according to the 1828 Webster's Dictionary, the definition of the noun Holy Cross means the 14th of September. The word cross derives from the Latin word crus. In Latin, the noun crus means cross, crucifixion, hanging tree, torture, torment, trouble, and misery. What is also very important to note here is that the gender of the Latin word crus is feminine. So, why would you want to have a symbol that literally means torture, torment, trouble, and misery on a hospital? And why would you want this symbol to be one of the first things that are taught to your children in school? Most of you can recall that after kindergarten, one of the first things that you were taught as a child is that 1 + 1 = 2. Whereas the cross is being used as a symbol for addition. Did you catch that? The process of addition is commonly referenced when an increase occurs. However, when something is created and something else is then added to it, the outcome is that something brand new is produced and brought into form. So, in other words, addition is a form of production, whereas 1 + 1 = 3. This symbol was meant to represent creation or to produce, because when one man and one woman comes together, they produce a child. So in this aspect, 1 + 1 does not equal 2, it equals 3, because by eliminating the feminine characteristics from the equation, you are literally subtracting the normal concept of life. Think about it. Ever since the inclusion of these social engineering experiments like mathematics, science, and religion in this case, were implemented into the mindsets of people, this symbol was looked upon as a representation of life. But since they are following by the process of deviation, it is merely nothing more than a representation of death. So, should this symbol be located on our hospitals and churches? And should this symbol be taught to our children in schools? Why are we taught that 1 + 1 = 2? Because in mathematics, the plus and the minus sign is used to adjust one's temperament to either less or more. In other words, the goal was to create an equal temperament amongst the masses. Temperament is a noun that means a person's nature, especially as it permanently affects their behavior. A few important synonyms of this word are character, personality, makeup, constitution, mind, and spirit. Now, how is this mathematics? Because with just a simple alteration, you are able to manipulate one's visual perception, a deviation from the norm. The person that creates the formula towards the answer of the equation is allowed to control the outcome. So, by telling you that 1 + 1 = 2, the person that considers this equation as a fact is automatically sabotaging their abilities to naturally produce or create, trapping them mentally inside of a box. This is why the saying, men lie, women lie, and numbers don't lie is royally incorrect. Because it's not about the numbers. It's about who's creating the formulas. I'm just here to make you think.